This is now the 4th of February 2017, this 5-minute tarot. And today we're going to look at the King of Cups reversed. Okay, so before we get to that, some people on YouTube, there's a thing for Google Plus, and the numbers of in my Google Plus indicator keep going up. And I don't know what Google Plus is, but some people subscribe to me or connect with me on Google Plus, and I don't know what Google Plus is or what it does. I looked it up in Google and didn't understand the explanation that they gave. So if you linked to me on Google Plus, maybe you could send me an email and tell me what is going on or what it's all about, or what, if there's anything I'm supposed to do, because at this point I just ignore it. But it's not that I'm ignoring you if you're one of my people, so to speak. Okay, so today, a few days ago, I was speaking to this fellow, and he said, okay, what do I do next? Right? And I thought, that's a good question. What do I do next? I mean, it's a good question that can be answered with a single card. So it may be something you might want to think about for yourself when you're trying to figure out, or when you want to practice with cards. Say, okay, somebody wants to know, and think of a person, right? Because if you're talking to the CEO of a company, what do I do next? The same card could be chosen for a single mother of 2 children. What do I do next? So you can get the same card, but the kind of information you give or the answer you give would be very different in both cases. So think about an actual person or an actual type of person. Maybe think, okay, if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger says to you, what do I do next? So if you're talking to Arnold, you would give him certain information based on the card. So the general question is, what do I do next? And the card that I got for this fellow was the King of Cups, and it was reverse. And I'd like to discuss the fact that it was reverse. So the King of Cups, as you can see, is somebody sitting. So what do you do next? Stop sitting around. Stop sitting. Stand up and take action and move around and do stuff. And that can be what you do next. It doesn't matter what the actual things are that you do. Just don't sit around anymore and wonder or think about what it is that you're going to do, but start taking action. Start moving around. This can be meeting people, going places, doing things. But instead of just planning, you actually begin to implement. People talk about sending out product or shipping, right? You want to, nowadays, software companies and Firefox and Chrome, they're always iterating. They've got version 6.3.1, and then tomorrow they ship 6.3.2, and the next day there's 6.3.3. So they're always improving and sending stuff out. And that can be what this person's supposed to do. What do you do next? Stop just thinking about things, but actually put stuff out there. And so he might say, why, how? So if you look at the picture, we've got the king is holding the cup in the right hand, and the right is the active side, and he's got this baton or this wand of power, maybe we could say, in his left hand. So when you turn it upside down, that means that the cup, which can represent contemplation and emotional connections with people or psychic impressions, right? Because it's all watery and, So the cup goes from the right to the left, and the wand of authority goes from the left to the right when it's upside down. So you say, don't just sit around, do stuff. Okay, what do I do? So what you do is you stop the emotional side of stuff. So if you're not in the mood, that's irrelevant. Don't let the mood that you're in determine what you do, right? So shift the cup from the active side to the passive side, and take the baton of authority from the passive side to the active side, and start taking action and doing stuff and putting plans into motion. Because I was thinking about the word authority. So authority contains the word author. And an author is somebody who's got ideas but writes them down and puts them out to an audience. You're the author. You're the creator of something. You do things. You let people know. There was a marketer fellow, Frank Kern, that I've mentioned, but not for a while. And Frank said years ago, what you do is, the way to succeed with marketing is you make stuff and you tell people about it. And that's it. So it's a bit like this King of Cups reversed. Be an author. So produce whatever it is you want to produce and tell people about it and get it out there. Don't just sit by the water and exist. Okay, that was it for today. So tomorrow, another card. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.